we are now ready to add a database class to our application. And our database class is not going to be a block because we will not be adding any specific business logic to it. Instead, it's going to be simply a service that we will use to communicate with Firestore. So for this reason, I'm going to add a new file inside the services folder over here. And I'm going to create this as a new Dart file, and I'm going to call it database.dart, like this. And if you remember, when we talked about our database API, we said that we wanted it to look like this. And as you can see over here, we define an abstract database class, and then we provide a concrete implementation by writing a Firestore database class that implements database. So you might wonder, why can I not just create a Firestore database class and not worry about abstract classes? So yes, if we wanted, we could avoid going through the extra work of creating an abstract class. However, in the future, we might decide that we want to swap Cloud Firestore with Firebase Real-Time Database, for example. So having a common API that we can define inside an abstract class can be valuable, and this is what we are going to do. By the way, every time you create new classes in your applications, you can ask yourself if you're likely to create multiple implementations for those classes. And if the answer is yes, then you can consider creating an abstract base class like I've done over here. Okay, so let's get back to Android Studio, and here I'm going to type in abstract class database, like this. And we are not going to add any methods to this class just yet. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and add a class Firestore database implements database, like this. And if you remember, we had said that we wanted to pass the user ID from Firebase Authentication to the constructor of this class so that we have it available when we need to reference collections and documents by path. So here I'm going to add a final string UID, which is just a shorthand for user ID. And then I want to add a constructor. So here I can type Firestore database, and then within curly braces, I'm going to have required, like this, and then this.uid, like that. And I need to remember to import meta so that I can use the required annotation. And finally, I want to make sure that the UID that is passed in is not null. So to do that, I can add an assertion by typing colon and then assert UID is not null, like this. Okay, so let's continue on the next video.